Hey all, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Friends, today I think the markets are going to be influenced by two or three factors. The first one is the news about Deepseek, and the second one is the expectation for the interest rate announcement. And I'm going to talk about these two in detail. And the third aspect I would talk about is the position that we are in on the technical chart for indicators as well as futures. So for all this and more, let's get started. Welcome back, friends. As you can see, we are in the CNBC website and all the index futures are negative. Even the oil market and the US 10-year yield has dropped. So overall, there seems to be like a bottom is falling off the floor. And one of the big culprits out here is the headline that says Nvidia falls 14% in pre-market trading as China's Deepseek triggers global tech sell-off. So I'd like to say, first of all, that we should not rely 100% on pre-market trends. Pre-market is not always right. So that's point number one. Point number two, I think that it is literally impossible to have the same kind of performance or a matching performance to the open AI and other AI systems that we have by working on H800 chips. So I'm thinking that probably there has been a sanction leakage somewhere, and H100 chips are definitely being used in those models. So this is my speculation. I don't have any means to prove it. The other aspect I would say is that you cannot have a large language model that is really good and competitive with multi-million-dollar budgets. There has to be at least $1 billion into it. That's my feeling based on everything that I have seen so far. And this morning I tried to use the Deepseek model. I'm a retail investor and I've been using Google's Gemini. I've been using ChatGPT. I've also been using Claude. And I also found that in my cell phone, when I looked for deepseek.com, which has been advertised, when you search for Deepseek, that's the first sponsored link that comes on the top. And when you click on that, when I clicked on it, I was told that the website could not be reached. So putting all those things together, I think whatever the market is doing here, if it is based on the news about Deepseek, then I think it's overreaction. However, we could also look at the other possibility, which is the economic calendar. In the economic calendar, we are going to see on Tuesday that we have the durable goods orders month over month. This could be a good piece of information that we have. And then if we scroll down further, on Wednesday at around 2 o'clock, we are going to have the Fed interest rate decision and Fed press conference. This, I think, is a very big catalyst. And then the next day, we have got GDP growth rate, quarter over quarter, advanced reading. These are all huge catalysts, in my opinion. A bit of fear of what would be in this reading could also be causing a bit of market weakness. And then I take the third clue from the charts. If I go into NASDAQ futures and look at NASDAQ futures, you already are familiar with this chart. This red line out here is the resistance that we have not been able to break since the 18th of December 2024. We've made multiple attempts, we failed, and every time that we failed, we had this diagonal line of support, this diagonal green line, giving us support, and we bounced back from it. Today what has happened is we have come very close to that line, we went down and we got pushed up by not only that line of support, but also another diagonal line of support which has been there with us all the way from 8th of August. So we have a lot of support out here, and I think that pre-market also we are down 3.99%. I'm expecting this to improve. We will bounce back up from this diagonal line of support. That's my expectation. And then our resistance is again going to be 22,079.75. I think this is a bull flag structure. Typically bull flags break out on the upside. That's what I'm expecting going forward. The next favorable thing is also that the 10-year yields are falling, and when the 10-year yields fall, money goes into stock market and gold. So I'm thinking that we are well set up. This could be an opportunity to buy some really good stocks which have fallen significantly and ride the way back up. Again, these are my personal opinion, not financial advice. So please do your own due diligence. Remember, you are responsible for your decisions of buying and selling stocks, regardless of wherever you hear any inspiration from. So please do your own due diligence before investing. That said, now let's go into our watch lists. Well, friends, let's look at the AI setup today. We look at Google. and Google is still within the bull flag that it broke out of earlier and tried to consolidate, tried to revalidate that support line on the top and failed. It has come down again, but it's still within a bullish channel and within a bull flag, so I wouldn't be too much worried. It's down 3.41% in pre-market trades, but I'm expecting that just like the Nasdaq futures, it's also going to reverse and try to retest the resistance, which is on the top out here. I think the resistance for today is going to be 199.35. I'm going to mark this red so that it's seen as a resistance. MACD is still bullish, but a little bit weak, but momentum is still on the top. We have earnings also coming up. Again, friends, earnings of all these AI stocks is also a big catalyst, and that could also be a reason why there is a little bit of profit taking out here and waiting for the earnings. Next, we have Tesla, which is down 4.61%. I think with regard to Tesla, I'm still bearish on Tesla regardless of the Mag 6, because Tesla has got a whole lot of other baggage going on, in my opinion. And this morning we are testing this support, which has been a resistance for the previous bear channel and converted into a support now. We are testing that this morning, and MACD is bearish and momentum is just on average. Apple is down 0.72%. It's still getting support from the 200-day exponential moving average. So as long as we are above the 200-day exponential moving average, I'm okay with it, because MACD is mending and we could probably have a dead cat bounce. Meta is down 3.72% in pre-market trading, and it is still on the bull channel, so I'm not too much worried about it. MACD is bullish, momentum is also above average. Amazon is down 4.53%, and it is touching the support lines today, and it has fallen below this bull flag line just like Google did, and it is just below it, but it is still above the diagonal line of support from a previous bull channel, and it is within the bull channel context. MACD is bullish, momentum is also above average. We have earnings coming up on the 6th of February, so I would chalk all of these things together, and I would say that I'm still hopeful that we will stay in this bull channel, not too much worried about Amazon. Microsoft is down 6.11%. It has fallen below this 200-day exponential moving average. It has also fallen below our diagonal line of support of a previous bull channel, and this fall is very steep. So if I was looking at Microsoft, I would look at buying Microsoft, because this seems to be a very big overreaction, and this could be because Microsoft is the closest play to OpenAI in terms of large language models. I think a lot of things are going in favor of Microsoft. I would consider this to be a buying opportunity for Microsoft, and again, personal opinion, not financial advice. Nvidia is down 12.25%, and friends, I think that this is again a big example. If we just think logically, even if Deepseek AI is working on H800, we still need GPU chips, and Nvidia is a leader in manufacturing GPU chips. And the question would be, if H800 can give that kind of a performance, what kind of an architectural change has to be made by OpenAI, Claude and others in order to get the much more superior performance than that, using the H100 chips that they are currently using and potentially the Blackwell chips that they're going to get going forward. So I think if you focus on this problem carefully, I would say that it's a buying opportunity for Nvidia. Nvidia is still above the 200-day exponential moving average, and I'm quite optimistic about Nvidia, and I think this is also a good buying opportunity out here. And where Nvidia and all the Mag 7s go, the others should go, but you can see that Qualcomm is still up 1.50% in pre-market trades, and you have AMD down 4.39%. Again, AMD I think is definitely an overreaction. Nothing much has changed for AMD out here. FNGU is down 13.58, and today I'm going to be nibbling on FNGU because I had already sold a good portion of it when it was up. So now it is an opportunity for me to nibble and bring down my average cost of holding. I got 15 FNGU. I bought it down from 40 and took profit along the way down. Now I have to build it back up. So my choice would be whether I go for pure play and buy into Nvidia, or I buy into Microsoft, or I nibble a little bit on FNGU and a little bit on Nvidia on the Canadian registry side. So that's what I'm going to do today. And then we look at Broadcom, which is down 12.69%. Again, it's trying to go for the gap fill. If you look at Oracle, it is down 7.70%. The reason why Oracle went up was because of the Stargate project, and I don't see a reason why it should drop 7.70. Again, I think there's an overreaction out here. Probably there is going to be a gap fill that will happen here, and we'll go back up again, and it will be a thin wick out here when the day ends. Of course, personal opinion, not financial advice. Palantir is down 6.67%, and it's a AI play. But what does it have to do with Deepseek? Nothing. So I'm thinking that Palantir also is going to jump back up. This could be an opportunity for people to get into Palantir if they are not been into Palantir before. It's way above the 200-day exponential moving average. MACD is bullish. Momentum is also high. And we have earnings coming up on 3rd of February. So we have a potential catalyst down the line. Next, we look at Micron Technologies, which is down 6.20%, below the 200-day exponential moving average. Micron is also a supplier for Nvidia, if I'm not mistaken. So overall, I think that we have a good opportunity to buy up and get into the market. I wouldn't do that with SMCI because SMCI has got other problems that it still has to work on. And I think this will be a good opportunity to look at the main stocks which are driving AI play, like Nvidia, like Meta. These are all the stocks, I think, where there will be an opportunity to buy and take advantage of this steep drop that we have seen here, which I think is a bit irrational. We are looking at Rigetti next. Rigetti is down 6.14%. It's significantly down this morning. And SMR is also down around 15.27%. I don't know why this Deepseek issue should affect SMR. And therefore, I'm thinking that it's a mixture of the news from China and the fear of what would happen with the inflation rate decisions that are due somewhere on Wednesday. I feel that because Trump has already made statements saying that he would want the Fed to cut the interest rates. Now, if there is a overhang of a little bit of inflation, the Fed may not want to be dovish. They would like to hold the interest rate at this meeting and not announce any dovish actions, and it will be a clash between the Fed and Trump. That's a distinct possibility out there, and that could also be a reason for why Rigetti and SMR are falling, because they have nothing to do with Deepseek. So overall, I am thinking that this is an overreaction and there's an opportunity to capitalize. So with that, my friends, I'd like to bring this video to an end. And thanks for watching this channel. And I would like to hear your feedback. What do you think? Please put that in the comment. We are a retail investor channel. We need to collaborate with our market intelligence. Your feedback in the comment section is very important. Let me know what you think about the market. Do you think it's a buying opportunity? Do you think it's an irrational move downwards? And are we in for a bounce back this morning? Please let me know what's your strategy as well. With that, my friends, see you later. Bye for now.